Welcome to the Daily News Network, and today you're on a mission with Jack Sears, where we visit with local leaders of business, industry, and nonprofits, nationally, globally, to explore their mission and how they're bringing that into reality. Today, we turn our focus and intention to a global effort to help God's children, those who need it most. And joining us is John Clegg, World Villages for Children, Sisters of Mary, correct?
That's correct.
Great, John. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So tell us first about yourself and your role with the organization.
My role is quite a humble role. I'm a retired businessman. As you probably can guess from the accent, I'm originally from the UK, but I've lived in Florida for the last 30 years.
Wow.
And
yeah.
I'm a volunteer director for the Sisters of Mary. That's World Villages for Children, which is a global network in six impoverished countries that takes care of 21,000 children.
21,000 children.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And you volunteer your time to give leadership in this role.
Yeah, it's purely voluntary.
Wow. God bless you.
Thank you.
That is awesome. So what inspired you to connect with this kind of work?
It was initially a friend of mine who is a wonderful man, great philanthropist. He said to me, "Would you like to know the best charity in the world?" And of course, that's a bold statement. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to see if he could back it up. So my wife and I went down to visit one of the homes that's in Chalco, Mexico. Okay. And we were just blown away by what is taking place. The compassion, the love, the care, the dedication, quite incredible.
And so that led you to say, God is telling me we got to do this.
Exactly.
Well, good. So let's talk a little bit more. So that's Mexico, right? Where are the other villages located?
Yeah, the 6 countries, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Brazil, Tanzania, and the Philippines.
Wow. Would you say, and I know I've seen this, these countries have the poorest of the poor?
The poorest of the poor, and not only the poor children, but the vulnerable children. Okay. The Sisters of Mary go out to the most dangerous and the most hostile areas, the most remote areas, to find these children. Many of these children are vulnerable to sex trafficking and the cartels and other dangerous things. And so it's quite incredible. The bravery of the sisters is remarkable in terms of how they go out each year to find these kids.
Yeah, I can only imagine the level of faith that calls one to do this work.
Yeah.
But yet, we have people who do.
It's incredible.
And we have people like you who are in the front and in the back, perhaps raising the resources and the awareness to keep the machine going.
Correct.
Yeah. So how do you fund your efforts? How do you?
So historically, much of the funding was from Europe, but now we've got to try and grow the United States effort, and so we're focusing more in the U.S. to try to find funding for this remarkable work.
How much funding do you need on an annual basis to serve these 21,000 children?
To take care of the kids, because they not only take care of the kids, they educate them. There's trade schools within the schools, and it's over $30 million just to take care of the children.
Right. Yeah, because you're talking about housing.
Yeah.
You're talking about clothing.
Yeah.
You're talking about education. We're talking about feeding.
Yeah. Everything. They take care of absolutely everything.
And the sisters are not making big salaries for this.
They're making nothing. In fact, their self-sacrifice is just incredible.
And guys like you are donating your time to give leadership to make it so.
Yeah. But my role is small in comparison. Certainly in comparison to the sisters, they're the real heroes or heroines.
No doubt about that. Well, listen, John, this is fascinating. This is awesome. You're definitely doing God's work. How would those who are watching this show today, how would they connect with you, connect with the sisters? Maybe they'd like to donate their time or their talent, and maybe there's somebody out there that could help stroke a check to make it so.
Thank you.
How would they do that?
Well, the easiest way is to go to worldvillages.org, worldvillages.org, Or you can call me, 904-687-8274, and I'll put you in touch with the real powers.
That's awesome. Well, you have been an awesome guest, and thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
To help the poorest of the poor.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless.
Well, that's it, folks. That's the time we have today, and you've been on a mission here at the Daily News Network with Jack Sears. Perhaps you've learned something new. Perhaps your heart has been touched by the work that John is doing, the Sisters of Mary are doing. Well, if so, what you'll want to do is to be sure to revisit this interview and better yet, share it with somebody else by going to thedailynewsnetwork.com. Until we get together next time, here's wishing you good health, much happiness, and remember, treat each other the way you'd like to be treated.